Thank you for joining me on this video presentation with the project title Exploring the Use of Social Media Marketing Strategies on Corporate Brand Awareness, a case study of Ebony the Great Enterprises. I'm a business consultant with a student ID 22076160 Consulting. These are the contents in which we'll be exploring in this presentation. We kick off this presentation with an executive summary, which I broke down into four phases: the preliminary phase, the investigation phase, the innovation phase, and the execution phase. In the preliminary phase, if we focused on understanding the challenges faced by the client, particularly as regard the decline in sales and not enough brand awareness in its market. The investigation phase, a current state analysis was conducted using data provided by the client to understand the root cause of its challenges, as well as other possible causes that has brought about the decline in sales and the low volume of its brand awareness. And the innovation phase, after understanding the current state analysis of the client, there was a need to equally understand its target audience. A survey was conducted which birthed a proposed solution of exploring the use of social media marketing to increase its brand awareness. And finally, in the execution phase, further analyses and solution tests were conducted to examine the proposed solution based on value, market, and competitive advantage that the solution provided, all which indicated the need to carry out and implement the proposed solution. Who is Ebony the Great Enterprises? Ebony the Great Enterprises specializes in the direct distribution of cement from manufacturers to various stakeholders in the construction and building material industry. These stakeholders include retailers, wholesalers, end users, and construction companies. Ebony the Great Enterprises prides itself in having an effective and efficient logistics system, a superior customer service, and a strong relationship with manufacturers, having won numerous awards from manufacturers like Lafarge, also being among the top 5 customers in the western region of Lagos. This is the journey plan of this entire project. It started off with an interview with my client, then I went back to the drawing board to plan how I'm going to go about the project. I got data from my client, which then conducted a business analysis. I brought about a proposed solution and tactics that we can use in implementing them. We monitored these solutions, and then at the end of the day, I gave recommendations and conclusions. The project aims to explore the use of social media marketing strategies on corporate brand awareness. The company has struggled with getting enough traction from its customers. With the increased dominance of social media platform in this digital age that we are, corporations are increasingly leveraging on this platform to harness their brand visibility and engage with target audience. Therefore, this project aim is to raise the brand awareness of Ebony the Great Enterprises on social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. The key aim of this project is to first and foremost develop a company presence on social media platform, as I've mentioned, develop a comprehensive social media marketing strategy that aligns with the company's branding objective and resonate with the target audience. And thirdly, to generate sales leads from these social media platforms. The expected value or the reason that we're considering this solution is first and foremost, like I said, to increase brand awareness and visibility among target audience, to improve brand engagement and loyalty through effective social media interactions, gain potential sales and customer acquisition, which will result in increased revenue, and finally gain valuable insight and recommendation to guide Ebony the Great in the nearest future in the social media platforms. The current state analysis was carried out to further understand the problem or the challenges faced by my client. In doing so, primary data was collected by my client and also conducted several interviews. And I then carried out exploratory data analysis using Microsoft Excel to understand or analyze the financial data given to me by the client. By the way, data collection, data protection, and data ethics were considered during this process. The sales volume shows a downtrend between the year 2018 to 2023. The analysis indicates that the sales volume contributed by marketers of the company is not, or it's only a one-third of the total sales of the company. This indicates that a market shift or external factors impacting both sales and marketing efforts. The data suggests a need to investigate the cause of the decline and to develop strategies to improve these metrics. Further business analysis were considered using SWOT and PESTEL, but in the SWOT analysis, I could identify the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities and threats faced by the client. In terms of strengths, the company has a good product brand, which is Lafarge Cement. It has loyal customers. It also has skilled workers that can deliver. But where is the problem from? In terms of weaknesses, I was able to understand that the lack of or there was lack of online presence, there was lack of digitalization in terms of business function, which brought about the decline in sales. What are the opportunities? There's room for adoption of digitalization, there's room for market expansion, which would in then lead to an increase in sales volume. Are there threats faced by Ebony? Yes. The market is highly competitive, and which means that Ebony the Great needs to act fast and quick. To back up my analysis, an extensive literature review was considered, and in this review, we found what we mean by digital transformation. The process of digital technology to fundamentally transform business strategies, business processes, firms' capability, product, and services. And the key intern relationship is extended business network is known as digital transformation of organization according to Brewaj. Business analysts projects that between the year 2020 and 2023, direct digital transformation investment spending will approach 7.4 trillion USD, demonstrating the relevance of digital transformation for businesses in all sizes and in all sectors. According to this graph in front of us, adoption of digital technologies varies across business function. We're going to focus on marketing and product development. Now, I realized that, or I found out that most companies still adopt the manual ways of running or operating their businesses. And according to this research by Statista, it is evident that 39.6% of businesses in the world still adopt the manual system. Meanwhile, while 24.2% only try to use basic digital transformation or digital technology to operate their business, and 36% use advanced digital technologies in their daily business functions. Then we went on to do another extensive research on what social media marketing is all about. We define social media marketing as an organizational integrated pattern of activities that convert social media connectedness, which are network, and attractions into useful strategic means to achieve desired marketing outcomes. This is done by carefully evaluating customers' motivations for using social media related to their brand and by launching. Over the years, the world of business has witnessed development of intense interactions between firms and its customers through the use of social media platforms. Firms are utilizing social media platforms to extend their geographical reach in potential to reach potential buyers, increase brand visibilities, and closer connection with its customers. Businesses are now able to integrate internet communications into their business plan. The use of social media marketing phenomenal, which also serves as a platform for advertising. I did a further research, and in my and this is a further analysis of the most used social media platform in Nigeria as at the third quarter of 2020. We can see WhatsApp chatting or leading the chart. Meanwhile, Facebook, which is one of the platforms that we consider, is second in line. We can also see Instagram not too far away. So with this analysis and with these findings, it was so evident that we are definitely on the right track in bringing Ebony the Great Enterprises into the limelight of its industry. A competitive analysis was carried out, and we found three different companies that are also implementing the use of social media marketing to increase their brand awareness. We have Insta Cement having over 12K followers on Instagram, posting engaging content and staying active with its audience. We have Twins Faja Nigeria Limited, also in the cement industry, having over 11K customers. The company can easily reach out to its target audience. Also, the company uses content creation as a model of keeping its clients and customers engaged. We have HIPL Distributors Enterprises, also a cement industry in Lagos, which is new and currently having over 1K followers. But in comparison with Ebony the Great Enterprises, this company have competitive advantage in terms of market diversity, online presence, digitalization of business function. Ebony the Great, my client, can leverage on these strategies adopted by this company in order to reach its desirable goals and achievements. A gap analysis was also carried out. This is the current state of my client, have experiencing decline in sales, limited efforts by the marketing team, and limited market penetration. This is the desirable state of my client, having an increase in sales to achieve its business growth, improve market expansion and customer base, implementing effective social media marketing strategies to increase its brand awareness. These are the key gaps. We identified market penetration. There's need to really get into the market in order to reach its potential customers. There's need to develop marketing strategies and staying competitive in the industry. A proposed solution model was introduced, establishing active and engaging social media accounts on platforms like Facebook and Instagram are a strategic approach that my clients can leverage on using social media marketing. By creating and maintaining this account, the company can directly connect to its customers, showcase its brand and product, and in essence, brand visibility in the digital space. Through regular posts, updates, and interaction, my client can build a strong online presence, engage with its audience, and communicate in value proposition effectively. Why is this solution significant? It brings about increase in brand awareness. It helps enhance customer engagement. It helps in showcasing its product and services, and there is definitely a room for market expansion. What are the factors to look out in the success of this proposed solution? One, it must bring about an increase in brand awareness and visibility. There must be a substantial increase in sales and revenue. There must be improved brand engagement and loyalty, and it must definitely lead to lead generations and conversion rate. And then we have to measure this success criteria by implementing brand and awareness visibility metrics, uh, provide improved brand engagement and loyalty metrics. We have to also measure the sales and revenue to be able to identify that yes, is this solution really working or not? And constraints that we might encounter in the process of this project include lack of established social media presence, starting from scratch could be exhausting, but it is it's one of the constraints. The company currently has an unstructured team for its social media. There is lack of knowledge and experience by the employees of the company, and there is limited budget. In the implementation of this solution, we are going to be adopting the Agile methodology. Why Agile? Because it helps in achieving an iterative development, which means the project can be broken down in multiple phases, and each phase rather, can be changed or adjusted according to the project timeline. It is one of the best and flexible project management tool that can be used in achieving the success in implementing social media marketing platforms or network for urban integrated enterprises. There is definitely a need to test our solution in order to know if it is proper and ideal for urban integrated enterprises to go ahead with the implementation of this project, which brought about the need to have a framework in testing this proposed solution. We did a value test, we're going to do a market test, and a competitive test. The value test is to basically assess the potential benefits and return on investment of implementing the strategy. For the market test, to evaluate the target audience responses of social media marketing strategies. And the competitive test is to analyze competitors' marketing strategies and their effectiveness in increasing brand awareness. In the value test, there are certain KPIs that need to be set, such as increased brand awareness, engagement rate, sales growth. Then we need to also carry out a cost benefit analysis to calculate the costs associated in conducting and maintaining the social media account. We need to also carry out a pilot test by implementing small scale social media marketing to measure the brand awareness of the company before the full rollout, and then also conduct a survey and feedback to get insight from potential customers and clients in understanding if truly and really this proposed solution gives the um, wanted value for urban integrated enterprises. In the market test, we're going to be conducting content testing using A and B testing performance. We're going to have engagement metrics and monitoring metrics such as likes, share, comments of potential customers. And then we're also going to implement the feedback mechanism such as polls to gather insight from audiences about the perception of the brand. We have tools that could be used to measure all this, Sprout Social, Buffer, and Content Studio. In terms of the competitors test, we need to conduct a competitors analysis to understand where Ebony stand in place of other competitors in the industry, benchmarking what Ebony Integrate is doing compared to what other competitors are also doing to stay and remain relevant in the industry. The test criteria must fulfill brand awareness, must also have high engagement rates, it must lead to sales generation and conversion rates. And then in testing, after testing, we also need to monitor the result by conducting regular data collections, having a performance dashboard, and also taking account into feedback mechanism. Adjustments and recommendations. After conducting this test, if there's a need or if the test indicates that a certain platform is not performing as expected or a certain strategy is not fully given meeting up with the metrics that has been set, then there is definitely a need to make some adjustments, right, in the implementation of this solution. If that's the case, then we must make effective enhancements of the strategy. We must make our strategy to be customer centric approach. Then we must continuously improve the strategies that we are, adopting. In conclusion, a systematic approach to testing, evaluating, and adjusting the social media marketing strategies will enable my client to effectively enhance its brand awareness and engagement, ultimately driving sales growth. There was a need to carry out a further market research to understand the social media habit of my client customers, in which would be useful in the implementation of the social media marketing. The survey, the questionnaires was developed based off of three constructs, which is social media marketing, brand awareness, and consumer purchasing intention. The measurement from the survey carried out in understanding the social media habits of my customers shows, according to this graph in front of us, shows that uh, it is highly, profitable for Ebony Degrade Enterprises to go into the adoption of social media marketing, as its customers are, high social media users, right? And in terms of brand awareness of the products distributed by my client, which is Lafayette Cement, it is obvious that the product is has a high brand awareness value, right? Which is also good for Ebony Degrade Enterprises. And then in terms of if my client customers are comfortable with shopping online or making transaction online, this graph also shows that they are totally comfortable and they agree with the implementation of Ebony Degrade Enterprises going on the social media platform. Further analysis was carried out from the survey using regression and correlation analysis, and from this output, it all three hypotheses were obviously developed in comparing and understanding the relationship between social media marketing strategies and brand awareness, which the result indicates that there is a strong and solid relationship between social media marketing and brand awareness. And then in terms of social media marketing strategies and purchasing intention, the correlation indicates that the more you invest in social media marketing strategies, the higher for customers or potential clients to purchase of your product. What are my next step for my clients? The next step would be to train and develop team that would manage the social media account, implement the social media marketing strategies, continuously and constantly monitor and evaluate the progress, having feedback mechanism to take into account customers opinion and thoughts, give room for market expansion and continuous improvement. In conclusion, implementing targeted social media campaign on platforms like Facebook and Instagram can significantly improve brand awareness and potential to lead to which will lead to increased sales. And I would highly recommend that Ebony the Great Enterprises invest in internal capabilities and continuously evaluates the impact of its marketing efforts to ensure sustained growth and stay competitive in the industry. Several key lessons were learned in the process of this project. First, it was by research skills. I developed better literature and data collection skills. I was able to plan myself properly for this project, and I also developed my data analytics skills in analyzing the data collections collected from my client. I was able to also practice a lot of ethical considerations in terms of data privacy and what have you. This is a feedback from my client, and I'm very pleased to get this kind of feedback. In terms of my personal reflection, I'll be adopting a COP learning circle, which is broken down into four phases. For my concrete experience, going into this project with prior knowledge and experience that I have from other modules like consultant skill that I did in my earlier semester, it gave me a sense of confidence that I was going to do a fantastic job. Engaging with the client and conducting preliminary research provided first-hand experience of the challenges faced by the client. I conducted, market research, understand the current trend of the industry, identify the target audience, and then analyze the existing marketing effort, which indicated the decline in sales as well as a weak marketing effort for the firm, which then made me understand that there was a need to set a clear objective, which was to explore the use of social media to increase its brand awareness for the company. In terms of my reflective observation, right, there was a need for me to step back from what I was currently doing to have a bigger look at the picture of my objective. Then several key observations emerged. First, it was the importance to understand my target audience behavior and patterns in terms of their social media habits, which was really vital in understanding what they like and what they do not like, in terms of abstract knowledge. As I delved deeper into the project, carrying out um, various academic research, I had to broaden my, it gave me a broader understanding of what I needed to do. There was a need for me to adjust, my initial hypothesis from one to three hypotheses, right? And the outcome of my analysis indicated that would lead effective engagements on social media platform will lead to increase in brand awareness and consumer retention. And then my active experience at some point in my analysis, I intended to use Power BI, right, to carry out my data visualization. But unfortunately, the last time I used Power BI was in my first semester module because I had not actively practiced the use of Power BI, I was unable to use it in my analysis. So going forward, I have learnt a quite a number of skills and gained a lot of experience through this course and project, and I would definitely remain active so that I do not forget what I have learned and all that I have gained. Thank you. And these are my references. Thank you for staying with me.